Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So from the title, you already know what this is about, right? We are about to talk about one of my favorite places, right? And like, who else to come bring on the information? The girl who would know about the place, right? So anyway, this was a very highly requested video. Like, I'll always get messages about what is the Bahamas like, what's the procedure now that COVID is like, you know, those questions like that, stories that are in the Bahamas and all that type of stuff. So I say, you know, I'm gonna stop answering them questions there because why? I'm gonna post a video about it. So therefore, we're killing, I got two birds with one stone or one bird. Two birds with one stone. We're getting the views and you are getting your answers. It's a win-win situation. So we're going to get right into the video. First of all, let me state some things before we get into this video. Alright, I am not going to be speaking on all of the islands. I'm only going to be speaking about a specific island. Some of the things that I'm going to say, like, they refer or they go for the other islands as well, but I'm only going to be speaking about Nassau. I cannot talk about other places that I did not go or the places that I don't live at. I only can talk about what I know. Now that I stated the little disclaimer, let's get straight into the video. Okay. Number one, we're going to talk about flights. And guys, I'm looking down because I have my notes. I want to make sure I'm bringing legit information to you. First of all, you can take a straight flight to the Bahamas or a connecting flight. With straight flights and connecting flights. So normally a connecting flight usually go to United States. So you know, if you have a visa, you can always travel through the States to go to the Bahamas. Or if you don't have a visa, you can use straight flights, which is Caribbean Airlines, to go to the Bahamas. However, when you will have a more variety of days to travel with the connecting flights, you don't have that with the straight flights. Before COVID, Caribbean Airlines will go to the Bahamas Fridays, Sundays and Tuesdays, and I think that's the only straight flight that goes to the Bahamas from Jamaica. They will go to the Bahamas Fridays, Sundays and Tuesdays. Now that COVID and a lot of persons aren't traveling as before, they're only going to the Bahamas on a Friday. So, and I think they have two flights on the Friday as well. Depending on the number of passengers, when the flight is, like, you know, close by, if there's not enough passengers, say for one flight, they'll put all the passengers on just one flight. So they would have two flights going, but say you only have, say each flight require 50 persons and flight A has 15 and flight B has 30. They're going to just make it be one flight. So no matter what time you selected, you're going to get an email that says, hey, your flight that you were going to be on time has changed and you're just going to be on one flight. That happened to me recently. So that's one thing that you should keep noted, that on the day of travel, please bear in mind that there can be changes because of how Caribbean Airlines stay. Secondly, we're going to go to the COVID test. COVID test, it is a must going to the Bahamas. And I know one COVID test, okay? So let's start from the beginning. So COVID test is a must. Firstly, the COVID test has to be done 5 days prior to travel. Okay guys, I am going to stress this point because I have been to the airport and seen persons dress up, pack up and everything and come for them flights, and when them reach, COVID test is either too old or they've never do no COVID test, none whatsoever. And I felt so sorry for these people. So COVID test, it is a must. 5 days prior to travel. Also, you will need a health visa going to the Bahamas. So before we even go to the health visa, in order to complete this health visa, you have to have a COVID test. Like, you have to upload the COVID test, you have to submit the COVID test. So it's like, it's a step thing. So if you don't have step 1, there's no way to reach step 2. Okay, so guys, COVID test is a must. I know a few places that does COVID tests. You can go to UA. There's a place called M something. I will leave like information about certain stuff in the description box so you can look out. Don't worry guys, I have the tea phone, you know, I have the tea. I make nobody spend no extra money this year. No, save it all 2021. So yeah, so COVID test is a must. Now with the health visa, as I stated before, you do need the COVID test to be uploaded. When I traveled to the Bahamas in November, at the time there was a cost for the health visa which was $60 US. I am not quite sure if the cost has increased, decreased, or null and void, but there was a cost, so be mindful of that. $60 US. And with the health visa, it has to be submitted 24 hours before you're traveling, because you are going to have to state like the airline that you're going on, the time the flight is coming in, where you're going to be staying, and all of that. A little information about yourself, like if you ever travel to the Bahamas, and just a little background information, nothing too hard or anything like that. So the the visa has to be submitted 24 hours prior to travel. So in addition to that, a second COVID test is also required for some person. This entails about 3 steps now. If you are traveling from the United States and you are happen to be coming on American Airlines, this is the airline that I know of that does this. I'm not sure if any other airline does it, but American Airlines, they test you for COVID when you're boarding the flight. So if you did the COVID test 5 days prior to travel and you're taking American Airlines to come to the Bahamas and they do the test for you, when you arrive to the Bahamas, as long as that test is negative, because you get back the results in the same time, as long as that test is negative, you do not need to do a second COVID test when you arrive to the Bahamas. Now the second COVID test is for persons who are staying in the Bahamas more than 4 to 5 days. If you are staying in the Bahamas for more than 4 to 5 days, you have to do a COVID test like on the 5th day. If you are not staying for more than 4 to 5 days, you are not required to do this test. But as long as you are staying in the Bahamas more than 4 to 5 days, you will be required to do the COVID test. And when you submit the health visa, they're going to give a list of places where you're going to do the test. And at the time when I was in the Bahamas, it was free. It was free of cost. Like, no appointment was needed or anything. I just went there one morning, did the test, and boom, that was it. So it was free, and I did it on the 5th day. In addition, in coming to the Bahamas, this is not a COVID protocol or COVID procedure, but this is just a procedure for anytime you're traveling and you're not a citizen or you don't have like a permit or anything, you ought to show a return ticket. I cannot expound on the duration of how long you are able to stay in the Bahamas. What I do know, usually if you have a ticket that exceeds 2 weeks, they would give you a 2-week stay, and they would tell you to go to the immigration office on Hawkins Hill to get extension. So it's not a case where, okay, they're telling you that you only can stay for 2 weeks, but once they stamp your book, give you 2 weeks, you are allowed to go and get extension. And majority of the time, I've never heard of anybody that was turned down for extension. As long as you have your return ticket, they will give you up until the time of your return ticket. Yes, you have to have a return ticket because they're going to ask you for it at the immigration desk. They're going to ask you, hey, do you have a return ticket? And they will want to see you. And even if your return ticket say 2 months, not all the time they'll give you 2 months. They'll give you 2 weeks, and they'll say, hey, Go to Hawkins Sale one day before the 2 weeks that I gave you expires, and you get an extension. It's very simple, nothing hard. You don't have to pay for it. You just have to bring your passport, bring your return ticket. Normally the person that you, because you know when you go certain country, you have to put, if you know somebody and you're not staying at a hotel, you stay at somebody else, of course you're going to have to put what's the name of the person that you're staying with. So you just go with that person just for proof that okay, then this person really exists, or whatever their reason is for it. So yeah, so return ticket is required. Also, mask in the Bahamas, it is a must. It is a must. It is a must. You can be fined for not wearing your mask. You have to social distance and all those strips that you do in every other island. Like here in Jamaica, I have to wear my mask, and mask and social distance. You must do that in the Bahamas as well. Moving on for your stay. Now, if you're not staying with someone, just going for vacation, you have the option of hotels or Airbnbs, right? Now, when you're staying at a hotel, at this current moment, guys, I'm recording this video right now at 4:30, and I'm telling you, an hour ago, I called just to get information to ensure that my information is accurate, and I was told that all hotels are now open. When I was there during the Christmas time, a lot of hotels weren't open, especially the famous Atlantis wasn't open. Was it? No, it wasn't open. Only, was it open? I don't think it was open. Also, hotels weren't open, but no, I was told that all hotels are open, and the famous Aquaventure, sorry, is now open. So, because I saw that post, so I know about that one. But yes, hotels are open, and at the time when I was there, when you go to the Bahamas and you are going to a hotel, they usually provide you with a COVID test. So say you know you do your COVID test 5 days prior to travel, and then you come, land and everything, and you go into a hotel, they would do a COVID test for you there, so you won't have to go to the place 5 days after to do the COVID test, because you already did it at the hotel. So yes, like, do think like the what's it called, the travel of coming in and out of the hotel, I think that's a bit limited, because they don't really want you to bring anything inside the hotel from outside. So I think that's a bit limited, but as far as I know, they do a COVID test for you, and they are open, and Airbnbs are open as well. And no, nobody's on Airbnb doing a COVID test for you, so you will have to go to that place to do COVID test after on the 5th day of your stay. So yes, in addition to that, Bahamas do have a curfew. Guys, if you are planning to go to the Bahamas, please do not be like the unruly Bahamians who break the curfew. Okay, you don't want to be fined, because you will be fined. You can't be fined. Some people might lie you, but I know of a person that was fined for breaking the curfew by sitting outside of their gate. Curfew is at the Bahamas from 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. During curfew time, I don't know if they have it right now, but when I was there are roadblocks where you have checkpoints where after once the 10 o'clock reach and you are driving on the road, if you are not a, what's the word, efficient worker, that's what they call it. I don't know what the name of it is. Efficient? One of them were there. If you're not one of those persons, you can be charged. And listen, Bahamian people, they are very nice. Some police will say, hey, you know, there's a curfew, get off the road, please, and they let you by. I can tell you, listen, I don't know if curfew me broke me there, Bahamas. Do not be like me though. I was lucky enough to I've never been stopped alone. When I was driving, I've never been stopped alone after curfew by a police, but I've been stopped several times driving other people. Several times. But we were never charged or anything, but they blind us. But guys, please be mindful. Put some down now, the same look, okay? Also, with the curfew, all restaurants and fast food places are open. They close at 9 o'clock for the most part. I'm not sure if any close earlier than 9, but they close at 9 o'clock. I know if you're doing like a fancy restaurant or like a dining restaurant, you know, such, orders would stop like at 8 o'clock, because you can't come to the restaurant expect for order 9 o'clock and get through for reach home before 10. So no, I know persons have to reach home before 10 as well, the workers. So yes, they close at 9 o'clock, and there's inside and outside dining for the most part. Also, the rate of exchange, a lot of persons always ask about the Bahamian dollar. Someone said to me that it's told them that one Bahamian dollar is 99 cents US dollar. Listen, them not are 98 cents US dollar to be more exact. That 2 cents no matter one bit as far as I'm concerned. So the Bahamian dollar to US dollar is 1 to 1, okay? So don't let the internet fool you. It's 1 to 1. And please bear in mind, if you leave the Bahamas with Bahamian money and come to Jamaica or another country, the US, you cannot go and change it. You cannot use it at all. It's going to be sitting with you until you decide to travel back to the Bahamas, or until you know somebody that's going there and you want to say, hey, here is this, because trust me, it happened to me recently. But as far as the concern, by the title of traveling to the Bahamas during the pandemic with the whole COVID protocols, that's basically it. There is nothing else that I can think of that you might need to know. You know, just plan ahead, book ahead. Certain activities are still open. I don't know of any activities that are not really open. Up to when I was there, these activities were open. So yes, there's a lot of things to do there. Swimming with the pigs, and they do have a swim with the pigs in Nassau, guys. You don't have to go to Exuma anymore. And if you want more information on that, I can give it to you as well. So you have swim with the pigs in Nassau. During the Christmas, Aqua Venture wasn't open. Now it's open. Blue Lagoon, that's open. A lot of, like, all the things that you will probably be interested in doing while in the Bahamas, they're open for the most part and everything. Someone else, this is not a part of traveling like there during the pandemic, but 2 questions I was asked about stores in the Bahamas, and what's another question? I don't remember. Stores in the Bahamas, they have like luxury stores, if that's what you want to call it. Tory Burch, Michael Kors. It's like outlets basically. You have a place called John Bull. It's like an outlet. If you know about like Tanger outlets or those type of places in the States, they have like a John Bull where it's an outlet for a lot of stores. So yes. As regards to food, the same fast food where they have a Jamaica in the States are there. McDonald's, KFC, Wendy's, Burger King, Popeyes. No Chick-fil-A, no. All the pizza places, and they have their own Bahamian cuisines like Bamboo Shack. So guys, thank you for staying tuned for my video. I hope I gave a lot of information. I am not a travel advisor or information desk, but I was asked a lot of questions. I said, hey, let me just do a video on it. And I mean, you know, this is a video that I can now post today. So if you want to travel to the Bahamas, like, feel free to go. It's a very beautiful island to explore. And bear in mind that I'm talking about Nassau. I don't know much about any other island, guys, so please do not penalize me. This is about Nassau. So if you want to travel to the Bahamas, Nassau, which is New Providence, is a beautiful island to go to. And you know, you will have a grand time. Bahamian people, they are nice. But yeah, so guys, thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And until next time, love you.